moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Escapes a defender. And he has him right near midfield here. He's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Going to the ground again on first. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Go!
And start on the ground here. Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Tracy once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
From the gun, here's Dart. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Running in the red zone. Touchdown, New York! The Giants parlay the interception into points. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks have it.
Gano ready to send this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's like like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Red 80. Time. Red 80. Reset.
Third and long for him here. Connecting on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Reset.
Pistol snap. Darnold. Finds his fullback. And that's a quick stop there before he can do anything with it. And that tackle forces the turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
A give to Tracy up the middle. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. That's a nice running there, gets him 8. Third down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. One play action with Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Third down now. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball. Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. At 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Gano ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 19-yard
Well,
line.
nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Here we go, son. L80, red 80.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. It's complete. Play made by Cup. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
48-yard line.
Running left, here's Walker. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Now here he goes on the boot. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Walker on 1st down. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It's Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's Darnold. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing here, Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Handoff running left, Walker. It's back toward the middle and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Just a gain of 1 and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Tyrone Tracy now to return. And And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Now we're on the toss to Tracy. He's robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, and they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pass brought in by Slayton. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Off to the races, middle of the field. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 13-point lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
You know, ready to send this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Yo, 80. Real set. Red 80. Red 80. Right set.
Drive begins with a walker run. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Red. Real set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Right set.
Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
On the move, past the 40. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. And that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Real set. Red 80. Red. Yellow 80. Right set.
1st and 10, Darnold. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Right set.
This is Walker on 2nd. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
No, lady. Inside. Inside.
Darnold now to throw. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Toss play. This is Walker. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well.
And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Giants are stopped just outside of their own end zone after the interception.
Hey, defensively, when you're staring down 3rd and goal, you just want to keep them out of the end zone. Just keep them to a field goal, right? Wrong. Not with this defense and not with their playmakers. They're thinking take it away.
And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety. Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer safety with a stop of their own. And not the way to follow up that safety. They send the free kick out of bounds. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. That's JSN. Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's taken down at the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. The gun. Here's Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead is back down to 9.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
Here's Tracy on the return. Good work so far, and he's got room. Reaches the 40. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
We get to playoff football, Kate. Every team is going to excel in 3 phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. Small gain down to the 23. Javier Mafe bringing that play to a halt. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Here's Tracy on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They go with Walker here. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Staying with Walker. He's up again. Has room down the left sideline. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, their touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Tracy on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. We'll give right side. It's Scatterboo. Along the sideline past midfield. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A handoff to Tracy. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Scatterboo. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They go to him again. Shoots away from 1. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they've got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Offensive line fast.
A loss of a yard brings up
Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Giants push this to an 8-point game. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push the lead to 2 scores now.
Seahawks 15. Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Pistol snap. Darnold. Dump off cut by his back. Spinning into space. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He dodged the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
I got it.
Darnold. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Andrew Phillips.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Trying to use that space outside, but found a defender instead. So no gain on 1st down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
And this one is launched downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, it gets the job done.
And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
16 yards. And the Giants first down.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 4 on that toast. That brings up 3rd and goal from the 6.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Here is Scannaboo. He pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Giants ball, just 1 quarter away from advancing in the postseason. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. The kick by Gano is good. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there.
Graham Gano to kick off.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Real side. Right side.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Quick to walk around the check down. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Walker running to the right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he...
And they pick him off again! Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Continued excellence from this defense as they force another interception, Brock, and now a chance at some redemption for their offense. Had to settle for a field goal after that last pick. Now they get a chance at a touchdown once again.
Yeah, and we know this, Kate. We know the turnover margin in these games is so often the dictator, but when you add points off those turnovers and takeaways, well, you often end on the winning ledger more times than not.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Jake Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down now. Here's Darts. Has him on the quick hitter. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Let's go. Check go.
It's Scandrew on 3rd. And the stand continues. Stopped at the line. It's now 4th and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter. Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Red 80.
Now Darnold off the play action. He's got a man left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Real side. Red 80. Right side.
From the gun, Darnold. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws to down that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And Charbonnet underneath. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play fake. Darnold. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Robbie Oots the target on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Bouncing football, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. All set now. 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you've thrown in coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 24 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Darnold and the Seahawks getting set to try for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. No connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants with a 16-point lead. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scatterbo. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
Back to Scatteroo. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down.
Running with Scatteroo. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line with the defense all over this one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And Scatteroo on second down. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be third down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down, Tracy gets it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Somebody up front jumped, and if this is on the defense, Brock, it might move it just close enough for them to consider going for it. Well, now things get interesting, Brock. The penalty moves this offense up, and they could consider going for it here.
Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too gold. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. Hey, shorty, what they call it? She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. There's nothing to a boss. I can two.
Snap your fingers.